Oh,
Yeah,
fucking hell yeah. That was badassness right there. That was Ash and the Arsonists with Sick Cycle. One of their newer ones. Fucking badass, guys. How you guys doing tonight?
Falling from grace, losing control.
Oh, he's still singing.
Press cycle for this CP, won't let us go.
Fucking hey. Hell yeah. Dug that. Who do we got with us here tonight?
You got Matt Curry, and you got myself, Matt Dara. But for some reason, it's echoing back. I don't know why. Maybe it's the... Oh, maybe it's because I got the...
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's all your fault, eh?
Pretty well, perhaps.
Yeah, pretty well. Yeah, man. I love seeing how busy that you guys have been keeping. You guys are doing fucking killer.
Yeah, it's been pretty nuts recently. I mean, a lot of press cycle, a lot of interviews and what have you.
But that's good.
Coming up this weekend, and that's basically the deal. So that's going to be, for those listening in Winnipeg, November 29th, this Saturday, Osborne Tap House with On the Fly, Sleepless and Zach Riley. And then we're going to be on board for the Christmas musical mission, closing it out at the Marion Hotel.
Fuck yeah.
Rusty's going to be on that bill at 3 o'clock. We're closing it.
Oh, nice.
So that's the dealio there.
That's awesome. Is that something that you guys participate in every year?
We did it last year when there was a massive snowstorm and a couple bands couldn't make it coming out of town.
Yeah.
But we're doing it again this year, and who knows? Maybe we'll just be mainstays over there from now on.
Fucking
yeah, we'd like to do it. This is our second time doing it, but yeah, for sure like to do it some more.
Yeah, we need to do it a third time. Just like this interview we're doing. I think this is our third one together, you guys and me.
Well, me for sure, because the first time that I was on was with Brandon and Rusty.
Yes.
And then we ended the year with just Ash and I, and now, right now, we've got the guy who talks the most and the guy who talks the least on this interview right now.
I've noticed.
Maybe Joel will join us.
Yeah,
so,
you could kick in anytime.
Yeah, with that said, I'm going to let Curry answer a couple questions. Whatever you want to ask him, go ahead.
Okay. Blood baths or blood showers?
Sorry, what?
Yeah, that threw you off, eh? Blood baths or blood showers? It's a Bath of Blood show, so I gotta ask this.
Blood baths?
Oh, you like the baths, eh? Candlelit, or just black, pitch black?
Probably pitch black, I guess.
Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. I can see better in the dark too. Yeah, that's the way that works.
This is kind of tying into, I don't know if you saw the video we did for Left 4 Dead.
Fucking rights I did, man. That was badass. You guys were great.
Yeah, I think Curry brought in the fake blood. That was cool. We had Ash's friend AJ coming in and just picking us off one by one and just hilarious ways over at Six Pines Haunted Attractions. So we had that going on. You know, that was certainly a fun time. And then with the Candlelit, if you saw the cover for this upcoming EP, which we will talk about, there are a few candles there. It ties into the concept of Unplugged because it's acoustic. There's an acoustic song you just heard before we jumped on here, so we'll get into all that good stuff.
Hell yeah. And was that the first time that you guys were able to do a video of that depth?
So we had one for Bleed as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying...
Did you work with the same people?
Well, we had a different guy that did the Bleed video before.
Okay. The
last couple videos have been with our guy who actually did the Contender video, Mike McComb. So that's essentially what the deal was there. He's a great guy to work with. So
right on.
But as far as the production goes, for Burn and for this EP, which is called Unignited, more or less the same people. The only difference is really the engineer.
Okay.
So we had Jody Hunter, who owns Studio 23, which we recorded at. Last time we had him doing that. And then this time we were still over Studio 23. We just got our guy, Kalen Penner from 7th String, to do the engineering this time. But basically the production team is essentially the same. Jim and Nose produced it. We had Jamie Sitar mastered, Dale McIntyre mixed it, so more or less same squad, just making it, just doing what we do better and better each time. So
hell yeah.
This EP, Unignited is the name of it. And the whole concept, of course, is the Unplugged series for those who remember the good old MTV days.
Yeah.
Because, it's acoustic, whatever. We can get into what inspired to do us do the acoustic thing. But yeah, it's just Unignited. We have the fire theme, make it unplugged. Then we just go ahead and just strip it down and see what we can dig out and bring out of the song when it's just at its bare essentials. So we just in with a little bit of... Well, let me back up a little bit. Last Christmas, my aunt hit me up and said, "You want some studio time for Christmas?" I said, "Yes, certainly." So she gave me a full day, like a 10-hour day. And I figured, you know what, we could probably do 3 songs. And that was originally the plan, was just do 3 songs, reworks, whatever, of previous material. And then Jen, my producer, who I just mentioned, she was like, you could probably do 4. And the discussion went from there that, okay, you could throw in a new one, which we had already worked out this song, Sick Cycle, which you just heard. There's going to be a fully plugged-in version that's just huge later on that you're going to hear, maybe by the end of next year, or who knows when that's going to be. That's going to be on a full length, which is the next step beyond this, or a live album, which will be another stopgap next year. Mm-hmm. So we just thought that we would throw that into a stripped-down version because we were working through a bunch of different songs and figured, like, hey, here's the ones that work the best. We had Jen working with us. I'm like, okay, here's the ones you should go through. Here's ways you can tweak that up.
Yeah.
And we made our selection of 4 songs. We ended up demoing them. The second song that you're going to hear, Drag Me Down, sounded just like the original. Because, like, the thing is, too, basically, with those songs that we have on this record, all of them have a bit of differentiation, a bit of difference from the original version, just to have like a full acoustic adaptation that isn't just a carbon copy.
And that's what I love about you guys. Yeah,
the version of Drag Me Down that we had demoed up, it was cool. I still have it on file, but it was too much like the original. At least that's what Jen said. So you got to do something else with this. So I go to work, I start getting ideas in my head after she tells me this, and I have a rough draft formulated. This is like back in June. And then one night I go to Pony Corral, and then I come back and I spend like all evening and all night, damn near like 3-4 in the morning, just fleshing this thing out and cutting a whole demo, all the instruments, vocals, mixing all this stuff by myself.
Wow.
And then came up with a whole new reinvention of Drag Me Down. I send this to her, and thankfully, because she's a bartender at the Pyramid and the Albert as well, because it's the same guy owns both places, David Keegan.
Okay.
And she was late enough to catch that. It was like, yep, that's excellent. That's the one. Send it to everyone else. And said, what do you guys think of this? Okay, cool. We can roll with this. And then everyone did their own thing. Curry did his own thing. He's on the chat. He did some cool stuff there. Oh, yeah, that was another detail that I forgot to mention previously that Jen said. Curry gets his time to shine on you do there. There's
one.
He does have a little bass break in there, which Jen was adamant about that. It's like, you got to let him have his moment, let him have a moment on one of these songs, but you get a bass break in there and just bring him out. And so we were able to incorporate that in.
Right on.
And, he certainly makes it tasteful just as anyone else does on this track. We just put that together. It took 2 attempts. The first time was a bit of a mess. Well, actually, it was a complete mess in the studio. First time that we tried to do it, just the way we were going about it. So next time that we went in, we redid it, and it definitely works. And I think that end product and everything else I think it's going to be something especially to be proud of, and can't wait for everyone else to hear it. That song actually, Power 97, when we were on Power 97 on Sunday, Sick Cycle played, and that song, whoever tuned in caught that one, and you're going to hear a live adaptation of it when the UMFM episode airs tomorrow. And then December 5th, which I believe is next Friday, not this Friday, but the Friday after, Drag Me Down will be out in advance of Unignited, which will be out December 12th on all streaming platforms, unless people want to. That's the deal.
Hell yeah. Very, very busy. Love it. Fucking love it.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. So fucking whose idea was it was it all your guys' idea when it comes to the video for the video that you just made there? talking about all your candles and stuff. But
I think Ash just came into that.
really?
Yeah, he was kind of the main force behind that idea, I think.
Right on. Well, it was a fucking killer video. I was actually sharing it about earlier, I think.
Yeah, it was so much fun to do too.
Yeah, you guys look like you had fun. At the end when you guys all run, that just cracked me up.
Yeah, we're all chasing them.
I'm like, look at that go, holy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just book it out of there.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, both the mats were the first to go.
Yeah.
It was like trying to make it convincing that I was getting pulled under the bus and I wasn't just dragging myself. That's what he was saying, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it worked out. You look like you were pulled under it. That was fucking epic, though. Fucking badassness. I just made sure that I made some time today to go and check it all out because I've been just so busy trying to keep up with everybody's everything everywhere, and I'm like, I gotta go and spend some time over there. I gotta check all this stuff out, see what these guys have all been up to. Like, I've been following along, sharing about, but, just taking that time to actually soak it in. You guys are quite the enjoyable act to watch, and I hope to see more videos and stuff like that coming out.
Well, now that you're in the city, hopefully you can also catch us live, like
Yes,
I said.
I will.
Yes, November 29th, November 30th, and December 20th. There's 3 more shows at the end of the year. Okay. We got a real cool one. Well, there's one that we're going to be doing at the Western Cultural Center as part of this kind of winter festival, this Frozen Booter Fest. We're going to be part of that. I believe that's on January 10th, if I'm not mistaken. We're doing also not an open mic, an acoustic performance, like in-store thing and into the music. That's the closest thing to like an unignited EP release that you're going to get to this. And then maybe we set a couple more acoustic shows up to ride that thing out. Who knows? We got to think Brandon. We're going to be doing the Manitoba Music Makers again, the acoustic performance. We're going out there with Ledwin, and Turbocharged Caravan is out there. So that's basically the deal. And got some other stuff there. And then February 6th, we got another one with Evil Peace, Righteous Fist, and OCD. OCD's cool. Evil Peace we played with before. And the funny thing is, so I'm working along the McQuaid on Pembina these days, right?
Okay.
And 2 of the guys in Righteous Fist, one of which is in the drum department, the other one's in like band retail, or I don't know what exactly his position is, just a sales associate. 2 of those guys are over there. And I figured, hey, you're on our list of bands we want to play with. I'm like, okay, I had another one that I was planning to do, so let's set it up. So February 6th, Osborne Tap House, then maybe a couple acoustic things, and then after that, we've been going so hard recently with everything. I think the plan in 2026 is probably just take the pedal off the gas a little bit.
Yeah,
just focus. Well, yeah. Just focus more on. See, it's a 2-pronged thing.
Yeah.
Focus more on just trying to build up and build demand and capital to play bigger places, which ties into something else. We got another show at the WEC, which is yet to be announced, which will be very cool. May or may not be the 3rd installment of Guitar Night.
Okay.
We'll see. That's coming. That's going to be coming sometime in the spring. We have that set up. So I'm thinking like we do these couple shows that takes us like February, March. Then we just pause for a second and let people miss us for a while and then build the demand up for that. Because we played so much through 24, 25.
Like you never stopped.
And the other thing is too, is like Bulldog, we don't play Bulldog that much, but Osborne Tap House is such an easy place to get into, and we play there so much.
Okay.
We were there like all the time. Like this next show before, got the Marion show on Sunday, but last show of the year, December 20th, is going to be a Tap House. I'm like, damn, we're playing the same spot all the time, and it's just this tiny little place, as great as it is.
Yeah.
I personally want to upgrade and kick it up and play some bigger spots next year. Yeah. And I figured the way you do that, you're not going to do that by just playing constantly all over the place and just burning out your demand. So you got to be able to build the demand up for that. Only do that a couple of months here and there. That allows us to focus on other things we haven't been focusing on because we've been playing all the time, and then just prioritizing that. And there's a lot of rental costs involved with places like that or the parks. So you just got to build that up collectively. Focus on whatever you're doing, get some merch, whatever. So that's what I'm thinking of for 2026. What you thinking, Curry?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, working on fleshing out some new songs as well, because it's always hard when you always got the next show on the horizon. You're trying to tighten up what you have, but
yeah,
hopefully we'll be able to throw some new ones in.
I fucking love hearing that. Fucking badass, guys. You guys got it going on. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been watching all along, all this time, not actually coming to every single show, but I mean, I care and I'm paying attention, and you guys have just been taking off, and I'm really proud of what you guys have done so far.
Well, much appreciated. Much appreciated.
So very welcome. It's a lot of hard work, dedication, and to do the things you do for what you love, and you guys are fucking doing it. And I love how you keep it fucking changing up every now and then. It's not always just the same steady way that I see a lot of bands use. It is good. Change is good. Change doesn't always have to be something that's negative, right? So with the acoustic stuff, whose idea was to do it that way?
I think it was, going back to what I was saying earlier, I think it was mainly my concept of when I got that studio time in my hand, I'm like, why don't we go in there and just as a stopgap between Burn, which we had just put out.
Yeah.
I got it for Christmas, right? Mm-hmm. I got that studio time for Christmas. By that time, we had already finished recording Burn.
Yeah.
So that was the deal there. And then I figured, sometime in the summer, why don't we go in and just do a couple songs acoustically, just as a stopgap between there and inevitably the full length, which will be the next stop beyond there. And like I said, maybe we do like a live recording, put that out in the meantime sometime next year to just feed the wolves and keep people satisfied with the output without having to put quite as much effort into it, aside from maybe some overdubs or stuff afterwards. But yeah, basically it was mine to come up with, hey, let's do something acoustically, let's do something different. And then everyone just took it and ran with it. And I think it's certainly the best output we have to date. And keep saying that, and that's a good thing. You don't even want to go back.
Yeah, and what's even cooler is seeing you guys have fun with what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you could see it. And it's always fun to be turned on to a band or be following a band that is just that way. And keeping the social reach that you have definitely helps with that, too. So that's cool.
Yeah, it's just we're on socials as much as we can be. Just always keeping things on the go, keeping updated. There's different ways to skin a cat, but I think just hammering them as much as you can.
Yes.
Unless you want to work smarter, not harder.
Yeah,
that seems to have been working so far. But we're always willing to update the strategy, and I think, like I said, just the approach to the shows next year is one version of that, and we can certainly take the time to reevaluate at the end of this year and beyond, and just really look into and just ask ourselves where we want to go from this point, because we built a pretty solid foundation locally, and
definitely,
if we plan on expanding beyond that, I mean, we'll just see what we want to do with that and what's possible.
Fucking hell, yeah. I'm just happy to hear all that. I might hit your show up in February for sure.
February 6th, last one tap.
Want to come see the Friends in Evil Peace as well, so that'll be.
Yeah, that's going to be a Thrillage in the Village. So anybody who knows about that series in Osborne Village, you do not want to miss that.
No, you do not want.
Yeah, Mike and Dustin both were like, "Yep, let's set something up sometime for sure." Boom, there you go. Luke and Rob. Go ahead.
That's the day after Bad Religion and Offspring are in town, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I know that, right?
Yeah, February 5th, I think. Pretty sure.
I think it's around there.
One good time after another.
I know, right? It's like, fuck, how do I get rich quick to keep up with this shit? I didn't even discover the scene until I think it was like the latter end of 2012 here in the city. When I lost my daughter, I was just sitting around listening to music all the time, and then all of a sudden I think I saw on a post that a band was playing. I think it was Endless Chaos back in the day. And they were still playing at the zoo when it was a thing. And that was the first show that I ever went to. And then I started going to a lot more and a lot more. But then life happens, stuff, slows down, shit happens, things like that. Kids get born, stuff just kind of gets thrown in the mix of things, and I haven't really been hitting up very many lately, but want to get right back into it, definitely. And I think the first show that I want to go see is you guys, so yeah, hell yeah.
That's much appreciated. And it's funny because Ash and the Arsonists, 2012, like, him and I weren't in the band yet. But I think that's about the time Ash started the band.
Wow.
With his brothers, cousins, whatever it was. Then Taylor came along, and then 2019 I joined. 2020 Curry joined, and then 2023 Joe came on board, and we just took it from there. And I think this lineup has definitely served us well the way it's been going.
I just love it. Love seeing that. Love fucking just all of it. Hell yeah. I hate that I've missed so many shows. Otherwise, I'd be one of those people that'd be right there to every single one. You guys are so fun to watch, listen to. So many other bands as well in our city. We got it happening over here, I think.
Sure.
Oh yeah, it's cracking off. And
yeah.
If you ever watch Peg City Sound Off, which we were just on the other day, you keep up on all that.
Yes, I do.
I mean, if you can't make it to the shows, you can definitely keep up with what's going on and who's out there just by watching that series that Joel has happening.
And it's so cool that they have that going on. I love that too. Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah, for people like me that miss all the fun stuff.
Right.
Oh man, I used to be able to definitely afford all the shows all the time, but
right.
More kids means more mouths to feed, so that becomes a priority. So then I became a DJ. So then there you go. So I figured out a better way to help support you guys. So,
Yes.
I mean, I don't got to pay to do this. I could just do this. And I'm so grateful I get to do this.
There's a lot of great concerts that roll through town on a major scale. And it's still up in the air. There's something major in a major venue we might still be doing. It's not totally confirmed or denied at this point. We're just sort of waiting on the word. Yeah. But, in the meantime, I mean, everyone keeps saying, okay, I mean, you got, and you get the point. Like, any of these, like, Bird or Canada Life Center, Princess Auto Stadium, anything that rolls through there, people keep saying, well, tickets are like $500, $600, $700, just something exorbitant. Well, okay, if you don't want to go see that, there's plenty of local bands, $10, $15, $20 on the bill. But, hey, you're too cheap for that? I think not.
Yeah.
It's just priority. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather hit the fucking small time shows than the bigger fucking acts.
Yeah, support our guys so they can go and do that stuff someday. So.
Fuck yeah, man. That's where they all started. Half of them.
They didn't just appear out of a cloud. Like, come on.
No, and become like metal gods overnight or anything.
Right.
Music gods, metal gods, whatever have you. I like a whole bunch of kinds of music. I'm very eclectic with it myself. But I'd rather support my local scene than anything else.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. So you guys are going to take a little break and make us want for more.
That's the idea. There's something to be said for power and absence.
Yeah, exactly. So do you guys figure you're going to come back after your break harder, heavier?
Well, I mean, it depends. Like like I said, for the beginning of the year, now I was just going to do these shows. Well, let me not say I. What my idea was, like, okay, for what we would probably do is, like, January, we'd have these shows in January, do the one in February, and then start the break there.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, we got this EP out. We are doing Music Makers. We do have this in the music thing, but 2 shows doesn't really suffice. So what I'm thinking, and I got in touch with a couple places like Shannon's, Riverside, and the other place, Bell's, waiting to hear back on that, seeing if there's a couple things that we can do maybe like in February, March, just a couple shows, because we do have to ride that gimmick out a little bit, just not too hard. I mean, we can start decelerating from that point on the pace that we've been on recently. But after that, so it's not too long of a gap where we start falling off, because we've built a lot up to this point. So you get like 2-3 months, something like that. The next show I can say is going to be May 16th. After that, that's the only one that's the only other one that's confirmed beyond that point. I'm not setting up anything else beyond that or wherever those acoustic shows may land early next year. So basically, and we take that as a breather. And then maybe you do like another 1 or 2 months until the next one, and so on and so forth, and just space that out a little bit to build them in. And then we can start really refining it down and figuring out the direction that we want to go, and just building up and just creating more material, great stuff, and just working with each other on that level a little more instead of being on a constant treadmill. And so maybe we could come back heavier, maybe we come back sounding a little different in this direction or what direction ever. I mean, it just all depends. Just got to get into next year and see what happens.
Fucking A. Oh, yeah. Great answer. So it's just take a little break and get re-inspired. So with these recent songs, is it a conjunction of all of you putting into it, or is it still just one person writing it, or? Well, it's like the lyrics. Yeah.
Usually Ash kind of has the seed of it, but then we kind of will either it's something we will come up together at a practice, or sometimes it's like something we'll kind of go back and forth with demos on.
Okay.
Kind of depending on which one it is, but usually Ash has like the first idea, but not always. We all like to contribute
right on.
In our own way. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like there's one that's a little heavier that I actually penned the lyrics for, called Desolation Saint. That hasn't been tracked yet or anything, but that's certainly one that we got in the vault. And then I got another one that's like a big arena track I pretty much did myself. And then I also asked for a Scarlet interface for Christmas, so I can start dinking around with the instruments at home and recording some stuff, coming up with some ideas, and just see what everyone thinks of that. And I encourage all these guys to do the same and just keep plugging along and making it better and better, and just venturing into new territory and just growing sonically,
Right on. We got a couple questions from the chat here from Metal Mark. He says, any U.S. shows, maybe a Bubbles tribute album? You could so do that.
I mean, well, I don't... The thing is, we're going to have to... First off, the P2 visa, for anybody who knows, is quite a bitch to get with the processing and everything else. That's first off. Second of all, we haven't even ventured beyond Winnipeg to other Canadian cities yet. So we can't even focus on other countries and markets. So I think the next step is look on getting a grant next year if we are all on board for doing this. And ideally, we'd do a run out west or out east, start hitting a couple other cities up. Like Regina's got a good market for Winnipeg, Winnipeg music. Maybe Calgary, maybe a couple other cities. I mean, there's things in the realm of possibility if everyone is willing to do it, if we have the resources for it. I mean, that would be the next step. But
to say the least, the United States is not currently the most inviting to foreign visitors.
Well, there's this one place that I do know. I actually had the privilege to go to a Tennessee Metal Devastation Music Fest in Jackson, Tennessee, and that was fucking sick. I got to be a guest DJ and interview every single band that played the bill, and it was fucking dope. So they are very inviting. Just it depends where you want to go, eh? But Mark says understandable, and he hopes that you guys get your visa matters resolved.
Yeah, it just depends if everyone's down to go. But I will say, like outside of
you're not close to it, yeah.
Just outside of arsonist business, one thing that I can say is I am in the process of. I already have a bunch of people interested. Rusty's one of them. Curtis from Exile Times, a couple other people. I'm planning on going back to West Virginia over the summer to go visit Brandon and hang out there again. And I'm bringing a whole crew of Winnipeggers.
Fuck yeah, man.
Open to foreign visitors and all that stuff. Well, they've been stocking my records, and everyone down there, when I went down there as a Canadian, it was mentioned I was Canadian, was totally cool with it, et cetera, and everyone was just like, hey, cool, whatever, yada, yada, yada.
Nice.
No issue at all. Very, very welcoming out that way, and I just we're gonna get a few people over there to share the experience. There's a lot of fun to be had, fun time, music, all that stuff. And then after that, I'll probably see about getting Brandon up here if that is at all possible. So that's the deal. But yeah, circling back to it. I mean, next steps, if we choose to accept it for Ash and the Arsonists, would be okay. Let's do a run out west, do a run out east. If touring is in the cards, we'll just prioritize that first. And if it expands beyond that point, it expands beyond that point. It's just whatever everyone is cool with doing.
Right on. We got my other good friend up here in the chat room, Unholy and Unhinged. He wants to know here. He wants a blood kind of question here. He's like, "What's the worst wound that they ever received?"
We should have played the song "Wound" for this.
Oh, we're gonna. Yep. It's up in the mix.
That was on the Burn EP. But anyway,
we'll talk about that soon here. Hell yeah!
I remember my cousin pushed me onto a rock. Well, it pushed me into the water. My hand was cut open on a rock. I'm looking at the scar right now. It was like right vertically down the lower end of the palm of my hand, almost at my wrist, and I remember I could see the muscle through it. That was probably the worst one that I received, and I had to get stitched up. I was like 8 years old. Yeah. So that's one I remember for sure.
Fuck, I was 6 years old, and my mom, it was just me, my mom, and my brother David, and my little brother. Anyways, so I went outside, and I was playing around in the grass. We lived in an apartment block, I think somewhere on Spence, in between Sargent and Arlington over here.
West End, yep.
Yeah, man. And apparently I was just running around this grass, and I stepped on a beer bottle glass, a broken beer bottle from the drunks up on the top floor, and my meat was hanging out of my foot, guys. I was so fucking freaked out. My mom was rushing me to the hospital in a cab. I was bleeding everywhere. My foot had meat hanging out of it. I was freaked right the fuck out. It was my foot muscle. They tucked it back in, stitched me up after they cleaned me up. But yeah, man, fuck, I still got that scar today, man. I was 6 years old. I was in pain that day.
Well, I bet.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I don't think it's the worst wound I ever had, but I do remember one show this summer I had to play only a few days after some minor surgery.
Yeah.
Which was a bit of an ordeal, but...
Yeah, he's a trooper, man. I've seen him play it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Poisoning, all kind of stuff.
Fuck yeah. My worst wound actually is a C-section because that was brutal.
Okay, well, can't top that one, I guess. So.
Unless you had a lobotomy. Oh yeah, but yeah, no wounds. I mean, I've had so many wounds. I could go on forever with that stuff. But I got very minimal scarring, but I've had a lot of injuries and wounds. But anyways, that was a fun question. Thank you, Unholy. Badass. So yeah, where do you guys like talking into next year now? I know that you said you're taking a break. You're gonna see where you're gonna be at when you come back. But where do you see yourself? Maybe you could answer this, say in the next year from now. What's your not per se plans, but where do you hope to be?
Well, just if everything plays the way that we're setting it up, and like I said, I mean, we'll probably sit down right at the end of the year or just early next year and just really look at long-term, longer vision, where we want things to go. I mean, just based on the information I'm giving you, mm-hmm. I could predict, ideally, that we would be upgrading to playing bigger venues. Like I said, we got 2 shows at the WEC. We got one big thing that we might be a part of that might still be happening, just waiting on word on that. Okay. And then we'll just keep doing that kind of stuff. I mean, if we need the money, we'll gig a little more and just play some of the familiar spots. But in the meantime, yeah, just so working towards upgrading us and our band and the brand, and just moving to the next level however possible, and then just focusing on some of the areas that we've neglected for thus far. We keep running out of merch. We definitely need to get some more merch going on.
I was going to ask, yeah.
Well, hopefully by this time next year, I'm thinking that we are similar to where we are now, but we have a few new songs in the rotation, and plans to go into the studio to work on a full length.
Yeah.
And a fully stocked merch table.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely be cool. Is just sitting and writing and fleshing out a whole bunch of other material and just hitting the refresh button on a lot of things and just hitting the start button on a lot more. So,
yeah, sounds great, man.
That's basically the deal of what we're looking to do, I think. But we'll get everyone's input when the time is right.
Fuck yeah, sounds good, man. Can't wait to see, can't wait to hear. Fucking A. I gotta get some merch, man. I gotta get a CD, never mind.
Yeah, well, we already have 2 available. Actually, we have copies of, since you're in the city now.
Yes.
So we have copies of Burn, the most recent EP before this one that's about to come out, at 4 different stores in Winnipeg. So one, I think the closest one to you would be, actually Into the Music is one.
Okay.
Dooley Records on Portage, which is by the UW, that's another one. Then Frenchie's Records and Coffee in St. Boniface is the 3rd, and then we have RG's Records down by St. Vital Center, which is the 4th.
That's fucking sick.
And for anyone in the States, I got 2 stores currently stocking. That's Kraken Records, the main one that I'm doing business with out in West Virginia, and about an hour away on the Ohio side because it's right on the state line.
Okay.
We also have First City Records, so you don't have to live around that part of the states if you're American to get a copy of that. You can also order it from the site, and they'll ship it to you. So
okay, and you guys got to get some. Hell yeah.
Yeah, so get yours.
Yeah.
It's at Kraken. They've got copies of both EPs, Ash and the Arsonists and Burn. Any other store, we just got copies of Burn so far because I think we burned out all the copies of the first one. Besides that, unless Ash has some more. And then we'll see whether it makes sense to do physical copies of Unignited. Because the thing was, we were looking at maybe it's an acoustic EP, it wouldn't be as big of a selling item. But then again, Jar Flies like 4 or 5 platinum RIAA certification or some shit. But then the thing was, we went almost completely broke doing this last record. And you got to remember, we did Burn the same year, putting all that together, a year, not even a year before.
Yeah.
So we've been pretty low on finances doing that. So didn't really make sense at this time to print off a whole bunch of copies when we're just scraping the plate trying to get this out.
Yeah.
And we just figured we would do this digital right now and maybe something in the new year, which Curry's been suggesting is getting a Bandcamp so there can be additional digital download with pay. But it's also going to be on all streaming platforms at the same time. So we're keeping it digital only for right now initially and just measuring the demand. I know Jen was like, you guys have got to get this. This is the best work you ever had. You got to get this on physical. I'll pay for half of it. Yada. So we'll see. Maybe there will be physical copies of Unignited sometime in the next year. We just got to measure what makes sense. But for right now, stream it everywhere. Get it on Bandcamp. Buy it there. iTunes, whatever. It's available December 12th.
Yeah.
It's going to be out December 12th.
Oh my God.
I've been waiting this whole time. I got a case pending. I need to prioritize. Anyway.
Who the fuck? Hi, Bubbles.
Yes. You're going to go the whole interview without hearing him? No, come on, man.
Fuck yeah. That was fucking great, man. I was like, huh? What? Hey. There you are.
Hey.
Welcome to the show. Bath of Bubbles. I mean, yeah.
Bath of Bubbles. There you go.
Bath of Bubbles. Yeah.
Bubble bath.
Yeah, Mark is really wanting that Bubbles tribute album.
Bubbles and the Shit Rockers. Well, maybe you
yeah, Bubbles and the Shit Rockers.
You might get that on collabo season sometime next year. I'm not opposed to it.
Oh, please, yes, do.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. That's
I think it might just happen now. We'll see.
Hell yeah. Oh, that just cracked me up, man. Now I forgot what I was going to say next. Oh, I was going to ask, who, just different from what we were just talking about, who are some of your favorite bands to play with on a bill? What would be your perfect bill to play in Winnipeg?
Well, let's go down. For me, let's go down the list of gigs that we've done this year. So Pure Entry has always been a fun time.
Hell yeah.
You know, Ledwin, who's going to be playing with us at another show next year, and Frozen Buddha Fest as well. Actually, on Sunday they're going to be playing right before us. Those guys are great. Eric from that band is also in both of those bands that I just mentioned. So that's two. My guys in Unsilenced, who I subbed in for one time, they're great. Valiant Arrow's a little different, subbed in for them as well. December 20th, we're going to be on the bill with them. So that's just a few that I can think of. I mean, Northern Royals we played with 2 years ago with the Manitoba Loud Music Awards. So definitely we can get a show in with them or Ex Emerita or whatever sometime, which once again, we did that at Summerfest. That would definitely be something that would be ideal. I think that those few options, and Spectre as well.
Hell yeah, they're badass. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. They were supposed to be on Guitar Night too, but Jay broke his elbow, so we're dislocated. So those are just a few options, and for me, like getting a bill like that would be great. And Ronnie Ladderbrook too.
Yes, he is definitely on fire. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. And then, Curry, what about you?
Well, you name them all. I mean, there's so many great bands that we played.
You stole my answers, man.
You didn't leave any. You didn't leave any for me to pick from. No, there's I mean,
they're all great.
All the shows we're playing that we have at the end before the end of the year. Put any of those bands together. I mean, yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. One of my favorite bands reached out to me today aside you guys, and I was all stoked, so I offered them an interview too, anytime. Untimely Demise. They are not Winnipeg Cats, but Mike Menza's up in the mix. And
so he's in Saskatoon now.
Yes.
Used to be in Endless Chaos. The reason I know is going back to I work at Long McQuaid, I know that he works over there at the one in Saskatoon.
Yeah.
Because he's on the staff page over there, so.
Yeah, man.
That's the deal.
He's ripping it up with them guys now, and I'm totally stoked about that. Hell yeah.
Okay, cool. Maybe we swing to Saskatoon sometime. Who knows?
Oh yeah, I wonder if he's, there's a good scene out there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Good scene out there, too. They're fucking all over Canada.
Those guys are?
Yeah. I mean, just the scene all over Canada is fucking killer. Hell yeah. So, yeah, you hit them Canada dates and all that first, and then you branch out. I see you guys going really far. You guys are on fire yourselves, man, so.
No pun intended, but yes, definitely.
Fucking right, yeah. Puns and buns and everything and bubbles intended.
Oh, yes!
and the kiddies, too. Bubbles and the shit rockers. Fuck, I can't wait to play that, man. I think I'm the most stoked and looking forward to that. But, man, hell yeah. So I'm going to be playing these guys. The next track that's going to be coming up is Wound, actually. So you guys want to shed some light on that?
Yes. That's a cut off the Burn EP. So we put that out earlier this year just to catch everyone up to speed. We did a nice little video playing over at Side Stage with Mike. Curry got hit by a drone in the process.
Oh, fuck.
Drone strike.
Really? Was that your worst wound?
No, it actually didn't. It kind of just glanced off my shoulder. It wasn't too bad.
So it brought inspiration to name the song Wound.
I think that's right at the end of the video, isn't it?
Yeah, we kept it in, right at the end, yeah. Mike was laughing his face off, but yeah.
That was just a track that Ash came up with that, and then we developed it, and then I sort of came up with this whole 3-layer harmony chorus thing. So whenever you see us live and on the record, you're hearing Ash first, then him and I. He's singing the highest one. I'm in the middle.
Okay.
And then Ash is down at the bottom. So you get a little triple threat action going on that side.
Yeah.
I like this one because I'm a bit more of a punk guy than a metal guy, to be honest. But it's a bit of a kind of it has a pop punk kind of feel to it a little bit. So
yeah, if you listen to that bass line, which he is very proud of,
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking like Rancid, that kind of thing for the bass. So yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Well, that's the one that we're going to be playing next, and I think I got another track after that, Left for Dead.
Oh yeah, Left for Dead? That's the Halloween video. That's the one you saw.
Mm-hmm. That one is sick. And we're going to play it. Yes, we are. But I don't know. Other than that, where can everybody find you guys again?
Okay, so look us up on any streaming platform. It's Ash and the Arsonist. That's for streaming purposes. On socials, you can find us Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube.
Hello, puppies.
Ash and the Arsonist. What about puppies? What are we talking about?
I said hi, puppies.
Oh, you got dogs sitting right there?
You're beautiful dogs, yes.
No, they're like downstairs.
Oh.
But I guess
I'm upstairs right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe you heard a dog barking. No. Facebook,
Yes.
TikTok, and YouTube, Ash and the Arsonist. That's where you catch us. Then X, Threads, and Instagram, Arsonist204. Those are the two handles that you can catch us on for all updates, everything going on Ash and the Arsonist. We've been very active lately and will be quite until the end of the year. So November 29th, this Saturday, at the Osborne Tap House with On the Fly, Zach Riley, and Sleepless. That's one show that we're doing. Christmas Musical Mission, Marion Hotel the next day, November 30th, and then December 20th with Valley Narrow, The Lovers. That's Rusty. Well, I'm actually going to be sitting in with them for that show.
Nice.
And then Mr. Loopy Pants, a.k.a. Jeremy Williams, is going to be doing some top loop things, opening the show up. So that's going to be December 20th, closing out, and then we got more stuff in January. We're not going to worry about that right now. We're just focusing on the end of the year. But that's the deal. And yeah, basically, Burn is out now. Ash and the Arsonist, first EP, been out for a long time now. And Unignited, December 12th. Sixth Cycle is out now, the first single. December 5th, next Friday, Drag Me Down is going to be out. The whole EP will be out digitally. We'll see about physically later. On everywhere, December 12th.
Including Bandcamp.
We will look into making that happen.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you keep posting about, hey, pause, it's Bandcamp Friday.
Fucking
you go support the bands for sure.
That's the place, man. Get your music, your merch up on there, and fucking there you go.
Yeah.
But that's fucking so sick. I'm so happy that you guys are staying busy and creative and creating and sticking together and fucking wrecking it up. Love it. Fucking A. Well, I can't wait to talk to you guys again in a little while. But would you guys like to make me a station tag? You can make it however you want. Say something like, hey, this is Ash and the Arsonist, and you're listening to Lady Red's Bath of Blood on Metal Devastation Radio.
Can we both do it or just one?
Whichever, whoever, all together.
You take it, Matt. You got it.
Okay. Hey, this is Matt Darrow from Ash and the Arsonist. You are listening to Lady Red on the Bath of Blood show on Metal Devastation Radio.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. You want to turn to, Matt?
No, that's good. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Oh, he's good. Well, again, thank you guys for taking, this whole 54 minutes to yak with me. I'm sure we could carry on forever and ever. But we got to save some for a future date, right? So best of luck to you guys. Hope to catch you at a show. And take care and all that good stuff. We're going to listen to Wound next.
Cool.
Hell yeah. So anyways, take care. We'll talk soon. And then we're going to listen to Left for Dead after that. Thank you guys. Take care.
Goodbye.
Bye. There you guys have it. Fucking Ash and the Arsonist, Matt and Matt. Fucking joined us right there. Hope you guys enjoyed that. We are going to hear Wound and then Left for Dead. Thank you all for tuning in and listening to Lady Red's Bath of Blood here on Metal Devastation Radio.
knuckleheads. It's Titan here. Are you in the mood for some serious, hardcore Saturday